Hello! Welcome to today's video. Today we are talking about something that I'm super excited about. I got a little Walgreens kind of haul, trying some stuff. Some of it I've been trying for about a week now. Some of it I just picked up yesterday. We have the new Candid, PhotoReady Candid line from Revlon. I haven't tried anything from Revlon in a long time. And we have some other stuff too. If you want to see how this went on my face and hear what I think about some new stuff, sit back, take a break with me. Alright, so I want to start off by showing you a couple little oddball things that I picked up. I've got from EcoTools the Makeup Brush Shampoo. This is, they're cruelty-free, removes more than 90% of makeup, and for a deep weekly cleanse, free of parabens and phthalates, dermatologist tested and hypoallergenic. This is like the second, maybe third one I've had of these, and I really like it. I don't think it takes, like if you have a white brush and you use it for blush or something, I don't think it's the best at taking the stains out, but I definitely feel like it cleans them, doesn't leave film on them, and doesn't have a harsh scent, a lot of harsh chemicals, so I really like that. This normally runs like $6 something, and it was like $3 something, and I don't even know why. And then I grabbed a nail polish, which is on my nails. It's not very nicely, by the way, even though I just painted them yesterday, from Sinful Colors in the shade Soulmate. This was like on clearance for $1.49. I don't paint my nails a lot, so I don't want to spend a ton of money on nail polish that's supposed to be really long lasting because I can't leave it on for a real long time due to my job. So it's kind of no point. Yeah, so there's those two things. Oh, the other thing. I wish these were still pretty and clean, but I did just use them in this video. But I picked up this brush set from Wet n Wild, and this won't be the deal anymore by the time this video goes up, but there's 10 brushes and they were $15. Now again, all this stuff came from Walgreens, and if it didn't, I'll mention that. But yeah, they're really nice. They're really cute handles. They were originally $30 for the set. I had a value of $90, but they had a deal going on where they were $15. There's a couple things in here that I probably won't use a whole lot, like the fan brush there, and it's kind of more like contour brush. Some of them I just kind of make up what they're called, because I use things for whatever works for me, and that's just kind of, you do what works for you. But yeah, I really like those, and I will say, like, this is a very used and loved brush, but this is Wet n Wild powder brush that I've had for quite a while. It's held up really well, but the handle on this compared to this, like, there's a lot more weight to these. So that's kind of nice, and they're super soft. I'm really excited about those. You'll see me use those throughout the video today. Alright, so next up you're going to see me put on the Rose Glow Hydrating Illuminating Primer. This is new from Revlon. It does have a rosy smell, which it's definitely not my favorite, but it does go away right away, so I can kind of deal with that. It has like these little, I don't know if it'll show up, but like these little beads in it. So you gotta kind of rub it between your hand to kind of activate those beads. But I really like for the hydrating part, especially now we're getting into the colder months, that feels really nice on the skin, and my skin definitely feels nice and soft. Primer does retail for $13.99. Next up, we're going to put on the foundation, concealer, and powder. So let's flip to that. So I did use the Real Technique sponge to apply the foundation. The foundation retails for $10.99 and comes in 31 shades. I do want to read to you what they say on Walgreens' website about the foundation. So Revlon PhotoReady Candid Natural Finish Anti-Pollution Foundation is a skincare-inspired ultra-blendable, ultra-buildable foundation. The foundation features antioxidants, anti-pollution, and anti-blue light, and best of all, no oils, no parabens, no phthalates, no synthetic dyes, and no fragrances. This foundation is medium to buildable coverage with a natural finish. It goes on like a moisturizer, then blends invisibly to even out skin tone weightlessly. Your skin will feel moisturized all day. The foundation features a premium pump and is available in 31 shades from porcelain to espresso. So I really like the foundation. I like the finish of it. I like the way it sits on my skin. I've been super impressed with it so far, and I have been trying it out for about a week. It's not super full coverage, but that's not something I necessarily gravitate towards for every day. I apply the concealer also with my sponge, just like I normally would. Concealer also does not crease on me. The concealer retails for $9.99 and comes in 15 shades. I just really liking all of the products. The concealer, the primer, the foundation, the powder. I like the packaging of the stuff. It's just really liking it. The powder, I believe, only comes in the one shade, probably translucent. It doesn't really say on it. Just says 001, but it's the only one that I saw. And that also retails for $9.99. Walgreens a lot of times does have deals, and they did have a deal going on where there was buy one, get one half off, I do believe. I don't think the powder sits on my skin funny. I'm really, really liking it. I did go ahead after this and use a L'Oreal setting spray. I did go ahead and zoom in after I finished my base makeup, just so you could kind of see a closer look at that. Alright, next up we're going to look at this Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator. I like the idea of this. I just don't know if it's my favorite product. I feel like, let me explain it first. It has a little pencil on this end. I feel like even when I only have it rolled up no higher than that, I don't know if I'm too aggressive or if it's just the formula of it. I break it off and then I'm like, where did it go? I have the color Soft Brown. I do feel like you can kind of build it up a little bit, but it almost seems to lean a little bit on the red side, which I'm not the biggest fan of. It's okay. I don't think I'd repurchase this because I've had some that I like a lot better than this, and this does retail for $12.99. It does have a fairly decent spoolie on this end, and then I do really like this part that it has brow powder inside of it also. So there's the powder there. So I do really like that part, but this one's just kind of I probably would not repurchase this one. See how it went on. The next thing we're going to kind of look at is this little 8-pan eyeshadow palette. This retails for $9.99. I believe they have 5 different ones of these. I got the one in Enigma. This is what the colors look like. They are pretty. I feel like for $9.99 though, like, and what I know about, like, you can get Makeup Revolution palettes for $15. Things like that, this just annoys me. The pans are so close together, they're hard to get brushes in. I don't think they're super great quality. It did have a little bit of fallout. When I'm trying to blend them, they kind of blend it away. But I'll show you a couple clips of me putting them on. I did use this kind of lighter shade all over my lid. And then this shade all over my lid, this shade in the crease, this shade on the outer corner, and then some of this gold kind of in the middle. And I do think it's pretty, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like for $9.99, I'd rather spend the extra $5-10 and buy something that actually has like square pans, and that is a little bit better quality. Did also use this other purple shade under my lash line. Let's jump to that. Next thing we are going to look at, and these are not new items to me, but I just wanted to show you using the pretty new Wet n Wild brushes. So I used the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer, and then I did Milani Romantic Rose, pretty blush, and somewhere in here I stocked a drugstore, so I used the Precious Petals Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlight. So I'll jump to the clip of putting those on. But before I forget, I also used Lash Paradise for mascara today, but I did that off camera. Alright, let's check out these brushes. I really like them. To try on today are these little Revlon cushion lip tints. These do retail for, let's see, $9.99, and they come in 10 colors. I have 2 of them. This one, which is Naughty Mauve, I've had for quite a while now. Well, about a week. And this one I just picked up yesterday. This one is Pretty Kiss. eyelids are pretty dry, so this does, I think, once it starts to wear away, kind of accentuate that. So if you have dry lips, maybe it's not the best for you. I think I read on this one that it's supposed to be kind of a moisturizing formula, but I don't know. I really like them though, because I feel like you put it on, it doesn't completely dry down like a liquid lipstick by any means, but it just leaves a nice wash of color. So even after it's been on for a while, I feel like the color stays, and when it wears, you know, it wears away. It's not super long lasting, but it does last for quite a while. And when it wears away, it doesn't wear away in an ugly way. So they have these little cushion applicators, and you twist them. So here's what the shade Naughty Mauve looks like. And then what was this one? Pretty Kiss? Yeah, Pretty Kiss. That shade there. I'll show you them both on the lips. So they're not, see, my dry lips are not helping these today, but they're not super pigmented, but I really like the way they feel and how they wear. Something I would say that you could do that might help them last a little bit longer would be to maybe do a lip liner and fill your lips in and then use this over top of it. I don't know if that would help. I have not tried it that way. All right, we're going to put this one on. This is what Naughty Mauve looks like. I feel like you get a little more color payoff with this one for sure. But I really, really like these. I really do. I'm going to bring you in a little bit so you can look at my full face here. So my final thoughts on this stuff. I really like the foundation. I really like the concealer. I think wherever the powder went, the powder's good. The primer, I feel like it's really nice on the skin. I don't feel like if you need like super like pore filling, which I could use a little bit in some areas, and sometimes I will pair like a more pore filling primer, like my T-zone in the areas that I need that. But I do think that this is a nice level of illuminating. There's not a lot, which I appreciate it, and I'm not sure because I've been using these all together, but I noticed like when I touch my face throughout the day, try not to, but when I do, my skin just feels so soft. So, and I noticed that right after I started trying these, so I do believe it's got to be something with these. For the price, you know, the drugstore level kind of price, I feel like these might have better ingredients than some of your other drugstore items, you know, similar products, and I do appreciate that. So I'm really excited about these. A couple things that I just didn't really, you know, why not just throw everything on the floor. A couple things that I'm not super impressed with, if I can find it in my mess here. The eyeshadow's okay. I do feel like the pans are weird. I know they're not the only ones that do this, but I wish they would made of them smaller squares instead of these narrow little rectangles. There is a lot of kick up. They're not super pigmented, but, you know, they're okay. I do feel like for like $5 more, you know, you could get like something from Bad Habit, like the Supernova or a Makeup Revolution palette for 15 bucks. So I maybe would pass on this. And then the brow pencil, part of me wants to try it in a darker color, but the other part of me just kind of doesn't like it. I don't know if the color would help, but I also don't really care for the formula, especially the pencil. The powder's okay. And I think, oh, last thing we did not talk about is these brushes. I love these. There are a couple that I probably won't use. Definitely won't use the fan brush. I'm just not a big fan. But for $15, heck yeah. Love those. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, if you like makeup related videos, trying new things, subscription boxes, please subscribe before you go. We would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you next time. I hope you have a great, great day. Bye-bye. I was not going to do this, but I just woke up. Well, I never really went to sleep. I got up from resting. I have to work tonight. So this makeup has been on for about 7 hours, and about 3 hours of it I was laying down. So I'll show you how well it's still sitting. The lip product, even though I've eaten it, it's still kind of there. See what I mean about it's worn off, but it hasn't worn off ugly. Definitely lost some coverage on my nose. But considering that I've been laying down for a couple of hours on this side of my face, also you can see a big difference between the two sides, but I've been having issues with this eye watering, so that's why a lot of my concealer has kind of broken down and disappeared from there, but that's not the concealer's fault, that's my eye's fault. You know, broken down on my nose a little bit. But for 7 hours and me lying down with this on, it's not so bad. I think I'm actually gonna just touch it up a little bit and call it good and go to work. Alright.